So earlier this year, I made a list of 50 movies that I wanted to watch this year. Most likely, I won't finish them by the end of the year, but I like to challenge myself. Anyways, this was a mix of newer and older movies. Some are rewatches because I'm going to be making ranking lists and stuff. Yada yada yada. So I'm here to review Mother. I heard mixed things about this, and the premise sounded interesting, so I gave it a watch. I gave this movie, I think, like a 3.5 star. I guess if I was in a different mood, it could go to a 4. But the length and the one scene, yeah, keeps it from being a 5. And that's just a personal opinion of mine. So, Mother is about these two characters, a couple, a man and a woman, who are repairing a house. They are never named. They just kind of refer to themselves as him and her. Well, him and her are, repairing the house, like I said, and then people show up. And things start getting a little crazy. So, this man, he doesn't know where to go. He thought it was Airbnb, I guess. So, the husband, I guess the wife's concern, lets the man stay. And then we find out that the man knows who the husband is, and the husband is often referred to as the poet. We learn that he knows who the poet is, and he is a big fan. The poet's wife, not the poet's wife, the fan's wife, the man's wife, shows up, and there's a whole bunch of drama. Their two sons show up, and they're mad about, I think, a will or something. I can't remember exactly. And the one son kills the other. And then just more drama happens, right? More and more people show up, and the man or the poet keeps letting these people in. And these people, especially the woman, whose son died, she has zero respect for her, right? They're grieving their son and stuff, which I get. But at one point she tells her, don't you think you should put something more decent on? And it's like, that is her home, right? And you just feel so bad for this lady because these people are disrespecting her home and her in her home. And the husband is just, more focused on the people and helping them. And soon their house is consumed with these people. And they are just destroying everything. And then she has a baby. And there is a scene where the baby passes. I could have went without that. But overall, it wasn't a bad movie. And I like to research things because you don't always understand things, but I definitely see the metaphors in here. So, from my research on this movie and people reviewing it and stuff, this is a metaphor or an allegory, whatever you want to call it, for God, who is supposed to be, that's who the poet is supposed to be, and Earth, or Mother Earth, and Mother, right? The couple is Adam and Eve, and then their sons, hence the brother killing the other one. So to me, this movie is about. It's basically biblical, but honestly, once you take out certain things, I think this can apply to humanity, no matter what your beliefs are, because humans are humans, right? In my perspective, it is about how God has given us this gift of this beautiful planet, right? This Mother Earth that, gives to us. And in return, instead of being grateful and helping take care of her, we just destroy it. So I guess it's supposed to be both biblical and an environmental kind of thing. So it definitely was an interesting watch. I don't think it had to be as long as it was. I don't know. A lot of these movies have great allegories and metaphors and stuff, but some of them drag a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I felt that way with Melancholia. At first, I thought it was, doing a great job of representing, how some people might feel depressed and drained and stuff, but then it just got into directions that I didn't feel were necessary. Same thing with this one, but I think I like this one a little bit better than Melancholia. I was a little less disappointed with this one. So yeah, if you like things with symbolism, if you like stuff that makes you think, definitely check this one out.